What's good, y'all? It's Coffee, back at it with an update into Eminem, the death of Slim Shady, just Eminem's genius in artistry. Truly, I appreciate this. This is very interesting. Comment and let me know how y'all feel about it in the new album and all that. But we've seen Eminem go hard with the Easter eggs, right? Like when Houdini dropped, we saw him going back with the nostalgia to the Houdini stuff in the Role Model video. I'm a nostalgia junkie. I loved it. You know what I'm saying? Music to Be Murdered By, Side B, was announced via an Easter egg. You know what I mean? Where a producer dropped all albums, like a post on the gram of all the albums he produced on over the year. And Eminem, of course, he had produced on, was on their Music to Be Murdered By, but the fans saw a second one that was like black and white and was like, wait a second, what is that? Does that look like it says Side B? We're getting another Music to Be Murdered By? And then King Crook dropped something confirming it. You know what I'm saying? It's very dope. It's like the fans catch this stuff and it's just so cool to see the attention to detail and just how personal everything is between Eminem and his fans. But this latest Easter egg is very, very intricate, and it's very amazing how the fans find this stuff. Like, you guys know the whole saying, the internet is undefeated, like all the bullish we see, all the dirt people dig up on each other, all the trolling, just the craziness in that sense, the negativity at times, right? But stuff like this is what's very cool about social networks, connecting with individuals that have the same interests as you, or just seeing the stuff people find, like, oh, you peep that as well, like, oh, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of cool-ish that has been powered by the internet as well, movements and all that. Peep it. It all starts with this interview from way back in '05.
Just the bad feelings and the guilt that you get from doing that, just being on the road and being gone so much. This would mark the death of Slim Shady. This song, it's basically saying, like, I'm putting this persona to bed, and this is why I'm doing it. This is what led me to do this. So yeah, it is the death of Slim Shady.
All right, so you guys heard that. That interview was from 2005. He was speaking about the song When I'm Gone, right? And he was talking about the bad feelings, the guilt, just feeling negative, being on the road. And he's speaking about that's why he did that. That's why marking this as the death of Slim Shady, his alter ego in the song When I'm Gone, he's putting that persona to bed. You know what I mean? And then you got to listen very, very closely here, okay? You might have to go back and play it again. You might have to just tap into the song on your own and play it slow or whatever. But fans took that and then noticed this as well on Guilty Conscience 2 off this new project, The Death of Slim Shady.
Coup de grace, motherfucker! Oh, what the fuck?
All right, so did you guys peep that? On Guilty Conscience 2, he kills Slim, his alter ego, that persona. And it starts playing When I'm Gone in the background, almost like an ad-lib or whatever, like a really cool, interesting flashback to take you back to this Easter egg in 2005 when he was saying he put that persona to bed. And it's very interesting. This is 19 years ago. And with Eminem having that detail, like I said, attention to detail and everything meaning something, and like you seeing these dots being connected, it almost raises the question, is Guilty Conscience 2 right now, is that written back in that mind frame of 2005? Was that part of that whole journey that he was speaking of in that interview when he wanted to put this persona to bed? You know what I mean? Like, when you peep the way that he does this, and that he makes this so personal between him and the fans, like he's sharing like his story. And like he said, being on the road, the guilt, the stuff we heard in that song about wanting to be a better father. And, that's something every human being goes through, like wanting to be a better parent, and thinking back about when you were a kid, like what it was like with your parents, the ups, the downs, the happy times, the sad, you know what I mean? And he's sharing that with us via his art. It's pretty dope, man. And then we know Eminem has also shared addiction stories and stuff like that through his music. Like his art is so personal, and it just speaks volumes to how deep it is, how much it means, but also maybe why it resonates with fans so much. Like Eminem is a wordsmith, amazing on the mic, amazing with what he's done in his life and all that. And there's always all these narratives about like, yo, M's talented, but his music is not everyone's cup of tea, or like M only blew up because of the Elvis effect, because he was, and some of that is true to a degree, no question. That's what got more eyes on Eminem, him being a white rapper that was like, oh, okay, this ain't Vanilla Ice, like this dude is official, he can flow and all that, right? That got the eyes on him. But even with Vanilla Ice, that only went so far to where people were like, this guy's a clown, you know what I'm saying? Where how many albums can you have if you're doing bullish and people don't respect you? Like, it ain't gonna last. And Eminem has lasted the test of time over and over again. He's cleaned out his closet, he's done all that since he's been in the game. And I personally think how deep this all is, in seeing these details, these personal messages, him speaking from the heart, aside from just the Slim Shady persona, where he's shooting from the hip and saying things like, you can't say that on television. Did he just say that? What the fuck? No, that's not just all that Eminem has. There's deepness in his music. And I think personally, this is like a testament to that, to how personal the art is and why so many people relate to it the way they do. Like you guys heard that Joe Budden interview. I'll link that video below. It's the first segment I cover in the video. Joe Budden was speaking about how he's not necessarily so tapped in and tuned into, Eminem's new project like he used to be or would have been in the past. But like Eminem, Slim Shady and all that helped save his life, helped him battle addiction and depression. We know Jump Off Joe Beasy has always shared he's had addiction problems and stuff like that. And that's coming from another rapper who got bars too, Joe Budden, who doesn't get along with a lot of people. He's not a people person, you know what I'm saying? But he has to call it like it is and give M those props. And that's just another testament to the power of Eminem's music is Slim Shady, as we sit here and look at the death of Slim Shady back then and being played out for us now. Like, it really makes you wonder if this project, or at least that part, was written in that mind frame of Eminem back then, if he had to channel his inner Slim Shady from that era, man. It's pretty interesting, pretty dope, right? Comment and let me know what y'all think. And you see this dude broke it all down right here. This is interesting. Eminem first teased the idea of the death of Slim Shady in '05 on his track When I'm Gone, explaining that he meant for this track to put the persona to bed. On Guilty Conscience 2, when M wakes up after offing Slim Shady, a snippet of When I'm Gone is playing in the background. And you see people reacting. Also, he said, what shot is this? First, second, it's your third. Which links back to the song Am My Darling, where he tries to end Slim previously as well. And that's something Eminem has flirted with a lot in his music over the years, right? Like looking in the mirror and wanting to end it all. He's flirted with that idea so many times, but now, seeing this all connect together, it's like, is this what it all meant? Laughing at all the people that thought some random girl on Twitter came up with the concept. Let's see. Someone else says, also on the last half of When I'm Gone, the theme is a recurrent dream he is having. I turn around, find a G1 in the ground, cock it, pull it to my brain, scream, die Shady, and pop it. Yes, from what I've gathered, he's often Slim Shady on the song, but it was all a dream. And then on Guilty Conscience 2, he wakes up from that dream and actually finishes the job. So interesting. He didn't do it successfully in the song, was dreaming about it, woke up, and then did do it. So would that still be in the 2005 mind frame? Let's see. In my head canon, he is forever trapped in an entanglement of dreams, sort of. That little laugh at the end of the phone call with Paul and Guilty Conscience 2 is ominous. That's a good take. I wonder if he'll expand on that in future albums like Slim Shady is DEAD. But the idea of him comes back in dreams like Haunting M, but doesn't reappear fully, that's intriguing, because you see someone saying, unless he retires, I can't see him going the rest of his life without the Shady character, right? And that would be crazy, right? If Shady haunted him in his dreams. Interesting, man. Like Eminem just been not just putting out all this wild music for all these years and doing everything he's done, right? He's been sharing a personal story on another level with the fans. And I just think that is so dope. You know what I mean? So there y'all have it. Eminem, interesting Easter egg that was dug up. I think it's lit. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you already peeped this. Let's talk about it all in the comments. If you're new, don't forget to sub up to the channel. Daily videos, music, news, sports, and more. It's Coffee signing out, y'all. Peace.